Hey guys, and welcome back to another video on my channel. Now, I'm going to try to make this video as quick as possible, and that is because I want everyone watching this video to watch this video until the very end, because it is probably the most important video that I'm ever going to post on my channel, because it is talking about the future of Heartland being in danger if something doesn't happen and doesn't change within the Heartland community. Because the more and more I think about it, the more and more I realize Season 16 of Heartland could be the final season of Heartland if this one thing within the Heartland community doesn't change, and that is of course why I'm making this video. So with that being said, please leave a like on the video if you haven't already. It really helps me out, and we've been trying to get 100 likes on every video I've posted recently, and we've actually been doing pretty well. So if you guys could help me by leaving a like on this video and try to get to 100 likes, I would really appreciate that. Also, the more likes a YouTube video gets, the more YouTube recommends it to other people, and I think every Heartland fan needs to take their time out of the day, and watch this video if you care about the future of Heartland, because guys, it actually could be the final season of Heartland, and nobody wants to think about that. I assume everyone watching this video doesn't want to think about that, but honestly, so I posted a video earlier today, right, talking about the idea of Amy and Sam having a baby in Heartland Season 16. Now, people on social media didn't like that idea. Was I surprised? Absolutely not. However, this is a problem, and what I mean by that is Amy's the main character of Heartland, right? And there needs to be storylines that are interesting in order to keep fans coming back and wanting more, because the more people that watch Heartland every week as it premieres on CBC, the more likely it is, the more people that watch it every week on CBC, the more likely it is that CBC will renew the show for a season 17, 18, 19, etc. So there needs to be interesting storylines, right? So whenever I talk about Amy being in another relationship, or Amy moving on past Ty's death, or Amy, basically anything that has to do with Amy that doesn't involve her being alone forever and just missing Ty for the rest of her life, people don't like that. Whenever I talk about Georgie and Quinn and their relationship kind of being the new main relationship that Heartland focuses on, people don't like that. They don't want Heartland to change. But if you want there to be more seasons of Heartland, the show needs to change. Heartland is a multi-generational show, and what that means is the show is based on generations. That's how it's written. That's how it always has been. And so now with Amy and Ty's story kind of being done, and that chapter of Heartland being finished, now it is Georgie, Quinn, Katie, Lindy, Logan. It's their generation's turn to be the main characters. And Heartland fans need to be okay with that and need to understand that if you want there to be more seasons of Heartland, it's going to be about these characters. Now, I'm not saying that Amy and Lou and Jack and Tim and Jessica and all the older characters of Heartland are not going to be a part of the show. They are. But if you want Heartland to continue for many years to come, which I think is very possible, I honestly think there could be 20 plus seasons of this show. But if that is the case, and if the show is going to go on that long, you need to trust the writers to develop the younger characters and the younger generation of the show into the main characters of the show. And that is going to involve Georgie and Quinn's relationship. That's going to involve the show changing. It can't stay the same forever because they're going to run out of storylines. And I really find it funny, when I ask people, do you want there to be a Heartland season 17, 16, whatever, how many seasons of Heartland do you want there to be? Most people will say, I want the show to go on for as long as it can. Well, if that is the case, you need to understand that, first of all, Ty's not coming back. We need to accept that. And also, we need to understand that if you truly mean that you want the show to continue, then you need to be okay with whatever the writers have in store. Whether that be Amy in another relationship or Georgie and Quinn becoming the new Amy and Ty of the series. whatever it is, you need to trust the writers that they know what they're doing when it comes to the future of the show, and just enjoy the show as each season premieres for what it is. Yeah, Ty's not a part of the show anymore. Grand Mortal left. Ty died. We all need to move on, okay? And that includes Amy in the show. And also Heartland fans just need to accept that Ty's not coming back and that Ty died and Grand Mortal wanted to leave the show. Because I honestly find it funny when I talk about storylines that could potentially ensure future seasons of Heartland. People that say they want Heartland to go on as long as it can don't like those ideas, but they don't realize that those ideas will help ensure that there's more seasons of Heartland. So if you truly want Heartland to continue for as long as it can, you need to be okay with the TV show changing. You need to be okay with the story changing. You need to be okay with the main characters changing. Okay? You need to be okay with change, or else I'll tell you what's going to change. Heartland is going to end. And that is what's really going to change if something doesn't change within the Heartland community. And that something is, we need to accept that Amy's going to move on. Georgie and Quinn are going to become the main characters, or the younger generation are going to become the main characters. And that's okay, if you want there to be more seasons of the show. That is basically all I have for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, drop a comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys later. Goodbye.